Wow, it's really hard to test audio, apparently. Or for some reason my earbuds were not working with the PlayStation. Let me double check audio. Sounds like it works.
Or for some reason my earbuds were not working with.
Okay. So, I am on the PS4 version of Balan Wonderworld on my PS5 because I have beaten the game on the PS5 version, and I don't want to hit new game and nuke everything, but I thought I would play through Balan Wonderworld again because honestly I enjoyed it the first time I played through it, and everyone acts like it's such a terrible game, and it is not a terrible game. I guess I'll just be... I mean, there are definitely issues. Like, these characters are underwhelming. I want to be cooler looking than this, but... whatever, we'll be Emma Cole. I guess I was the boy... No, I was the girl last time. So maybe I should have been the boy. Maybe I should be the boy. Can I exit? No, let's go back. I want to be the boy. Sorry, just being wishy-washy. I just don't know if the boy has a different intro cutscene. And of course this is going to take longer to load because I'm not on the PS5 version. But I also don't want to lose my progress. But... yes, my wireless battery. Or my controller is low. Okay. How do I get back? I'm not sure how to get back to the main menu. There we go. Sorry, we are going to play as the boy so we can see the intro cutscene. So yeah, the story makes no sense, but people seem to mostly complain about the gameplay itself. Wow, we're dancing dudes. There I am just dancing in the background. And I know there's a book and whatever else, and clearly they didn't have enough time to, like, kind of implement everything in. I don't know, but people always complain about the gameplay, and honestly, the gameplay is not that bad. Hello, husband. How are you? I'm okay. Do you want to watch me play Balan Wonderworld?
Sure.
Okay. So we looked up at the sky? Was that it? Oh, okay. I just started a new game. The story doesn't make sense, though. Okay, I guess this cutscene is the same either way. Let's see, what can I say while everyone kind of, like, I guess shits on the first level and acts like, oh, this doesn't feel good, like, as a platformer, and I would argue that, like, if I gave this to my kid friends to play, they would have fun. And by kid friends, I mean my young 6 to 12-year-old friend kids who don't play a lot of video games, so they don't have, like, the best motor skills. But I think that they would enjoy exploring the world, and I enjoyed exploring the worlds as well. You just kind of have to take it as its own thing, and not expect it to be Spyro, or not expect it to be Mario 64. Don't think of it as Sonic, you know, like, it's its own thing. The hat levels, those do suck. That's part of the reason why I'm not going to try to get the platinum trophy, because I don't want to keep redoing the hat levels, because if you fail it, you have to, like, finish all 3 levels in a world in order to reset it, which is kind of like, I don't understand why, but we'll see other stuff. And it is annoying to lose your costumes when you die, but it's not that big of a deal. That's like one of the few places where challenge is in the game, is like, hey, maybe don't die and you won't lose your costumes. But at the same time, it's not that big of a penalty compared to like a lot of old games. Stew. What's up, Rye? Do you have a cat? Mm-hmm. Okay. So the Isle of Thames. Like, I got the tower built, and I got the special costume up in the sky in my other game, and maybe I'll stream that later. There's a clock up there, and then there's an island somewhere in the sky, and you can get the special Balan costume. There it is. But you have to, like, grow the tower, feed all these little dudes. I'm not going to do that this time. I don't care. Okay, so we're just going to start at World 1. Go into World 1. Now, an interesting thing about the UI in this game, and most people think it's annoying as well, is how it's a one-button game. So what this means is from the main menu, you can't press a button to go back unless they've patched that in. It's all like a confirm button. You have to like scroll down to go back the button in order to go back. And yeah, it's annoying. I like to go fast and hit a back button to leave the menu. But also keep in mind, like, what about small kids? Small kids who haven't learned the idioms of video games. Okay, these load times suck on the not PS5 version. Also, it's on a USB hard drive, so this is unfortunate. Am I gonna have to start a new game on my PS5 version? I might. It's really long load time. So I'll illustrate some of what I was saying here in a moment. Okay, so the UI, it's one button. If I press the start button, I can't hit circle to go back. Everything is confirm. I think even the shoulder buttons are confirm. If I'm here, I can't go back. I have to hit the return a previous menu. But there are certain things you learn from playing video games for 20 or 30 years that you just take for granted, like a back button. And young children, you know, I test my games with young kids, and they keep pressing all these buttons all the time, and they don't understand that there's back buttons and confirm buttons, and they're like, what's going on? So that makes it more explicit. Standing here, you gotta kind of wait for the sky to darken, and then the menu pops up. Maybe it doesn't work because I just started this game, but you don't press a button to activate the little wardrobe. You have to kind of stand there and wait. Again, that's easier for a child with bad or not developed motor skills. Not much reason to get these. Again, it's like a low stress, you know, just not very demanding game if you are a small child. But it's still fun, I think. I like collecting stuff. I don't know. I'm wired that way. A lot of people complain about the jumps not being good enough when you're, like, early in the game. And as you unlock more costumes, you get better jumps. So for instance, I think one of the first things that frustrates people is they come over here. You can get over here. You see this over here, but you cannot yet jump that far. And everyone acts like I need to be able to jump to that platform. This game is bad. That's not how the game's designed. I mean, I have a standard jump, and I can unlock a costume and get a certain type of jump that'll go maybe higher or longer. And really, in the first world, you don't get a jump that will let you make that distance right there. This guy, he goes up. He can break stuff. He can break this block. Very, very simple problem solving. But, again, if you're a small kid, maybe it takes a little bit to figure that out. So, still, I cannot, make that jump. We're not supposed to make that jump right now. We'll collect these little dudes. He illustrates that you can go through the little portal. I cannot make this jump either, but we're going to be following along kind of as a tutorial level. It is weird that when you approach dudes, they disappear. I don't know why that is. Luna, don't eat my earbuds. I'm gonna eat you if you eat my earbuds. Just a moment. My cat likes to eat things. Okay. And again, if I get hit once, I lose the costume. If I'm in human form and I get hit again, actually, okay, they're gone. But basically, if I get hit, I lose the costume. If I get hit as a kid, I just fall over, I think. It's not really punishing, again. And you see these other things here. I can't do this puzzle until I go to the Clockwork World and get those costumes. I can't climb on... where is it? These spider webs, wherever they were. I can't climb those spider webs until I go to the bug world and get a spider, I don't think I can make that jump, but I can if I get this blue dude, I think. But in like any other game, you're used to like getting abilities as you play, and being able to go back to places you saw before and getting over there. And no one complains if it's like, oh yeah, it's cool, in this Metroidvania you get more abilities, and then you can go back and unlock things. That's just a standard thing in video games, but everyone acts like not being able to jump really far early on is some sort of design flaw. So, okay, I got this guy now. He does a little floaty float. Where was I gonna go? Over there? He's still not far enough to be able to make that jump from earlier, but there are dudes who are much better at jumping, or can double jump, or jump very high, or if you unlock the secret costume, you can fly all around the level forever, basically. And, again, it's slow-paced, but it is I enjoyed playing it as a very casual thing to do to relax. I'm gonna grab those. Oops. Okay, well, I lost that costume. But that's okay, I can get it again. Maybe I should get good. So, we're just gonna come back over here. I can grab another key. I can grab another of this guy if I want. I only have one version of this costume so far. But I can get 3 costumes at a time. If I get more costumes than whatever I have, goes into my little wardrobe thing. I still have enough keys. I can grab this guy. If I didn't have enough keys, you just wait for keys to respawn. So we'll try this again. I guess I technically didn't really need that drop right there. Whee! Okay, we'll change this guy. I can break these. I can come down here. Let's go through this mirror. It took me... Aha! Over here. So there's still secrets and stuff to find everywhere. And these little dudes bringing some eggs. And that's also part of the fun of this game for me as well, is just looking around and trying to find secrets. And as you get costumes that are better at traversing, it's just fun to like kind of go around the level in kind of like game-breaking ways, it feels like, except that you're using the costumes that they designed. Here's the end of the level. I'll play this Balan bout. I'm really bad at these. These levels do kind of suck. These are the ones where if you fail it, you don't get like the perfect rank. You have to redo the whole world in order to reset it, and that's a weird design decision. I don't know why that is. You have to like line this up, and that's kind of what makes it hard. Like sometimes you have to tap it real fast. Like this. I don't know what the rhyme or reason is here. How many times do I have to tap it? I guess I did well. Gotta punch this thing. And then each area has these things in it. So let's see how we do. Ah, I didn't get excellent, so I don't get the hat. Or whatever, the trophy. Someone just came in and left. Yeah, so see, I get some gems, but I don't get the trophy. Okay. So, just gonna hit that. The boss fights aren't too bad either. I would say the boss fights are like quite a bit more challenging if you were a young kid. I had trouble with some of the boss fights, but you can also like load up on costumes and try to figure out costumes that make the bosses a lot easier. We'll see some more here in a minute. Let's go through all of the corn level. We'll ignore these tower OTEMs. I really can't argue with these loading times, though. I would pretty much suggest if you're playing this, you should be playing it probably on PC or PS5 because of these loading times. I can't imagine what this is like on Switch. And again, this isn't installed locally, it's on an external hard drive, so that could also be making it slower. But most games I play off my external hard drive, not that slow. Okay, so again with the UI thing and the single button confirm, you have to stand here, it turns dark, and then you can activate your clothes closet thing. I don't really have anything in there right now because I only have these 3 costumes. And then I guess you have left and right triggers to change between these. So I'll stay with this guy because I don't think there's even that much jumping in here. Oh, that guy. Meh. Okay, so the one that's on the rightmost of the costume gets replaced, so I'll do that. We got... I honestly do not use this costume when I play. There's no reason to. Because as far as jumping goes, you'll be able to get better jumpers later on. Could jump over here. Oh, can I even hop the fence? Yeah. I don't care about the soccer minigame. Get out of here. I'd probably get a trophy if I do it, but whatever. Ah. Let's see. Oh well. Again, very simple obstacles. I was watching like a channel on YouTube that talks about animation, and they talked about how like a lot of the Sonic games, and I see it in this one too, have like mocap or something, so it just looks like people in mascot costumes dancing, and now I can't like unsee that. They just look like people dressed up as mascots. We got this dude. The Dainty Dragon. Another complaint people had was like, these guys, like he attacks so he can't jump. And so they're like, oh no, why would I want to attack and not jump? Why can't I have both? Like, just meet the game at its own level, you know? So we got that. Let's go explore up here. Make sure we're not missing anything. Nope, nothing over here. Oh, let's go ahead and change a costume, because I'd rather have little spinny dude than jumpy flower man. Oh no, I fell. Oh, yeah, let's look around. Got an egg. Nothing else around there. There's another Balan hat. Oh no, battle. And then also the chickens help you fight. So... if we look up, we can usually see more stuff happening. Especially in this level where it kind of twists in on itself. You can look for secrets around the level. Oh, another thing I just did, so there's not like a button to go into first-person camera. You kind of tilt the camera so that it collides with the ground, I guess, and then it becomes first-person. And you don't need... Oh, there's a Balan statue. You don't need all of the fancy motor skills to memorize all these different buttons. And you're like, well... Games have lots of buttons. Get used to it. Well, you know, if I gave this to my 6-year-old small child friend, she would probably get confused if there was more than, like, you know, 3 or 4 buttons being used. And they can kind of just focus more on the exploration than having to worry about which button is which. So, I was also testing one of my games with them earlier today, and in the game you have to alternate between, let's say, X and circle. It's different on my gamepad, but to move, it's kind of a quappy game. You have to hit X and circle over and over to basically move your horse forward. And they were getting so confused just doing that. XO, 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 XO to do moving a horse forward, and then pressing up and down on the D-pad. So they didn't know, you know, which buttons there to use. And it's not through any fault of their own, it's just that, you know, I've been playing games for 25 years, and they have not, and aren't as used to a game controller. They're used to playing mobile games, you know? But again, even though, like, for me, these puzzles are pretty simple, right? Like, for a kid who is not acquainted with, like, the idioms of video games, it can be, like, kind of a welcome challenge. Like, oh, just think through how do you do this platforming challenge, or break these blocks to get to where you need to be. Or, goodbye, Balan. Skip over these dudes. That one I need that other costume for. We'll just continue moving forward. And this looks like a place that maybe you could go up onto if you had a costume from a later level and brought it back here. Over here. This part is kind of interesting, but it's not repeated throughout the rest of the game. Since this world, there's only one other world that does this kind of weird warpy thing, but the ball will follow as you kind of warp the world around it to move it. So, I did not mean to do that. I just restlessly press buttons when I'm not doing stuff. Ba, 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 ba. We need a pounding pig. Again, that one's just hitting jump twice so that you jump and then you pound. So, simple controls. Look, there's stuff up there that I can't get to yet because I need to get further in the game with different costumes. Do not need that guy. We'll keep going forward. Oh no, a boss battle, kind of. So, again, just illustrating, like, if you have kind of basic skills over moving a stick, you can pretty much get through this. Like, you know, it's just teaching, like, dodge that. You need to be able to time your attack so that you run into the dude. And it's almost kind of a hint that it uses wind powers to attack you, and also there's a this costume right there to show that, oh yeah, avoid their tornado, but also they hurt you with the tornado. So I'm gonna go get this costume again. These respawn after a few seconds anyway, so it's not like it's a big loss. I guess I gotta get good. I don't have any other attacking dudes at the moment. I can wait for that to respawn, or I could just leave this area and go find another costume, like the little dragon dude. Or find one of those checkpoints and grab another from there. I'm not forced to sit there and, like, be bad at fighting this boss. I can, like, kind of retreat whenever I want. Try to go get an advantage with a better costume. So I can grab another one of these guys, or I can grab this dude. We'll grab those. And we'll come back here. I don't remember if I have... It doesn't look like I have to reset the battle because he's doing 3 attacks again. And then there we go. And that's the second level, and I think it's a boss. And then there's like hidden secret third levels, which special third levels don't unlock until you beat the main boss, the main final boss. And yeah, the story presentation is weird. You play the levels, and then before the boss of the world, you get a cutscene about this dude. And then you fight the boss, and then you get another cutscene about how they're okay now. So, like... But also, there's not any dialogue. So you can kind of also tell from that it is not meant for people who grew up playing Sonic for the last 20 years. This is a game for small children, or somebody who isn't as experienced playing video games, or someone who just wants a relaxed time and is not expecting this to be the N64 or PlayStation 1 platformers they grew up with, and all of that, you know. These kids aren't growing up on NES games being like, oh, I need to get really good at, I don't know, Karate Kid or whatever. Like... I remember playing Rayman for PS1 and how freaking hard that was, but I don't have time for Rayman 1 these days. And, you know, kids have so much more options on what they're gonna play. They don't have to beat their head against a wall on something super difficult, and they shouldn't have to. Like, the whole idea of being good at really hard video games is like just one aspect of video games. There's more to video games than just beating the hard shit. Alright, so in the boss battles there are keys that give you costumes you need. If I get hit, I lose my costume, but then I can always unlock another costume. I basically am not going to get into trouble unless I think maybe lose all my costumes and then get hit here as the kid. So, and you also get trophies for finding different ways to defeat the bad guys, the stage bosses. So I could do Pounding Pig, because we have this phase. And, you know, maybe they learn from playing the levels how Pounding Pigs works, and then they can apply that to their strategy here. Oh, here's the tornado guy. Maybe I can use tornadoes, or I can also run into the tornado. So I lost that opportunity to get the trophy for my third style of defeating the boss. But it's still just 3. What are you trying to feed them chicken? Getting the chicken for the cats. And then we get a silly dance number, which I kind of enjoy in like a really silly way. So here's the farmer who lost all his stuff, and now we're gonna sing in gibberish and have a dance party. And really weird stages. Yay! And we get to see the cutscene. The resolution to the story. There's still one corn that made it. And like visually it's simple enough to understand. His farm was wrecked, but there's still a corn, so he looks confident. I'm just like child-splaining this game to you. See you. Oh yeah, we do the little train thing to get to the next world opening. Guniniki boo. I don't know what he said. Maybe they had planned on having different, like, hub areas for each world or something and had to cut costs. And so you stay on the Isle of Thames the entire time. You just take a train to the next area, even though you're in the same area. It just kind of goes around. And now we get the water area, which is also pretty fun. And the bug area, which is also pretty fun. The farmer area, pretty simple, not a lot of platforming involved. No, I don't want to feed the Tims. No. Okay, fine, whatever. Taking my gems back. Get out of here. Okay. Nope, not gonna feed Tims. We got number 2, water area, number 3, bug area. We got eggs. You have to stand next to the eggs to hatch the eggs. And I vaguely remember, what is it? Tims can come with you and do certain things. I don't know if it was cut content, but like certain colors were gonna like find gems for you or fight enemies. I don't know if that's still a thing. This thing, whatever. I literally had this tick up by logging into the game via my phone with like the remote play, and then just having it while I was working on other stuff. This guy you gotta feed special drops for, and then that helps you unlock the Balan costume later on. But I think that's good for tonight. Maybe we'll resume later on. Just... Oh yeah, you can't jump on that. That's for the Tims, I forgot. I don't know if I can aim and throw it on there. Not quite. Well, okay. I think that's good for tonight. We'll play the other world later, and then I will continue to be mean to you for acting like this game is that terrible, because it's decently made. It has some weird designs and decisions. And, you know, it's probably not for you. I mean, it's for me. I enjoy it, but whatever. Bye!